exposing how the narcissist wants you to do the impossible for them. In today's video, let's get to the bottom of how and why narcissists would want you to do impossible things for them. No one can satisfy the narcissist, not even themselves. Narcissists often look and act like they're in charge and better than other people. However, it's not uncommon for narcissists to play the weak or victim card as long as it helps them get what they want. Some narcissists think that if they act like the victim, people will feel sorry for them and thus help them in getting what they want. To play the vulnerable card, narcissists like to act like they need to be saved. This could be from an abusive partner, a rough past, or they're in search of someone who loves them and doesn't abuse them. However, this will be a big mistake for anyone who falls for their tricks, because they will force us to take on a responsibility that is almost impossible for us to bear. If you can't do the impossible task, they will add your name to the list of people who have only disappointed them. Today, we're going to talk about how narcissists have unreasonable expectations of other people. Narcissists are driven by a need for approval from other people. This is because they're empty and dark on the inside. Who they really are or who they talk to doesn't matter to them. There is no joy, peace, or happiness in their hearts. Because a narcissist can never be happy on their own, they try to get happiness from the people and things around them. Because of this, narcissists try every way they can to get approval from other people. They put so much value on relationships, even if they are fake. It's clear that they should try to get as many people as possible. They should be cared for and loved. Because they need people who are willing to be abused, it's up to them to leave a lasting impression on their victims. What can they do if they don't have power over someone? Hopeless. Narcissists don't like to take responsibility for what they do or be held accountable for their mistakes. They're so ashamed to even admit the least bit of it. They'd rather put all the blame and shame on someone else and don't even feel bad about it. They'd say other people are to blame for all of their mistakes and failures. The story didn't end here. Narcissists would try to put the blame for their own safety on their partners, children, and friends. As long as you don't challenge or question them, everything is fine. So that they can be happy, they want you to give them everything they ask for and not put any restrictions on them. They want you to keep them happy by believing their lies and doing what they say, which you must always do. This means that if they're not happy with their lives, it's because you can't make them happy. It's all your fault. This is impossible to believe. But please, believe me, it's true. The narcissist wants you to take on not only their mistakes and problems, but also their happiness. In any relationship, like family, love, or work, a narcissist has a lot of unrealistic expectations of you. Narcissists are also quick to get angry because you're not doing things they expected you to do. All of this is because they're unhappy on the inside, so they have to seek happiness elsewhere to make up for their hollow feelings inside. So, they'd be confused when we reject them or say no to them, which is the opposite of what they want, or when we criticize them, point out their lies, or choose to set healthy boundaries. They'd be angry because we're daring enough to question their authority. They're angry because we aren't doing what they want us to do. As soon as we confront them, they'd think we don't care about them and are out to get them or betray them. We just don't want to be their slaves and put up with their abuse anymore. But it won't be easy to break free from that shackle. We would be happier if the narcissist just cared about us as people. Then they wouldn't attack us so quickly just because we asked them something. Then they'll also realize that it's not our job to make them feel better, and we're not responsible for their life. Some narcissists go so far as to show how weak they're by saying they need our love or support. They do this to keep us in place. They'd even intentionally hurt themselves to make it real. They only need us to stay with them, and they don't care if that means dragging us down. Isn't it sad? Let's stop having to do that, shall we? At the same time, I want to stress that our own hurts and lack of self-love might make us great candidates for a narcissist who would offer to be our savior and give us the love we've been missing our whole lives. The narcissist wants us to think that they're only here to make us happy, fill up our insecurities, or help us realize our dreams. Just remember that we can never start a healthy relationship if we think that someone will fix our past hurts and problems. A relationship is not meant for that. We should go into relationships loving and happy with who we are so we don't fall for a narcissist's love-bombing trick. To put it all together, we can all find happiness within ourselves, and narcissists don't provide us happiness. It's not fair for narcissists to depend on other people for their own happiness, but it's what they do. So, be careful not to let a narcissist make you feel like your happiness depends on theirs. I really hope that everyone learns something from this video. Please make use of the space below to tell us about your ideas and experiences if you have ever dealt with a narcissist before. For future videos, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and clicking the bell icon below the video. Thank you very much for your time and interest.